John had always been a nice guy, a little insecure, but kind-hearted. When he met Nicole, he was immediately drawn to her stunning looks, even though her personality left much to be desired. She was selfish, never considering anyone else's feelings, and lived entirely for herself. His friends warned him repeatedly that she was using him, but he either ignored them or pretended not to hear. Deep down, he suspected they were right, but he chose to stay with her anyway. As time passed, John grew more confident, matured, and even changed his appearance slightly. But one issue weighed heavily on their marriage. After 13 years together, they had never been able to have children. They visited doctors, but the results were always the same. Nicole typically handled the appointments, since John worked long hours to provide for her extravagant lifestyle, designer clothes, luxury cars, endless beauty treatments. He never understood why she put so much effort into maintaining her looks, as he loved her regardless. She always insisted it was for him, to keep things interesting. Over time, Nicole started spending more and more evenings with a new group of friends. Whenever John brought it up, she would lash out, blaming him for their inability to have children and saying she needed the distraction. Eventually, John suggested adoption, but Nicole reacted coldly to the idea and began staying out all night, showing her unhappiness in the most obvious way. Suspicious and hurt, John decided to check her phone when the opportunity arose. What he found shattered him. Nicole had been cheating on him for years. Furious and heartbroken, John confronted her, kicked her out, and filed for divorce. Despite doing the right thing, he felt torn apart inside. He doubted whether any woman would want to be with a man who supposedly couldn't have children. Then, unexpectedly, life offered him another chance. He met Emily, a kind and genuine woman who had recently graduated from college. Their connection was instant, and before long, they married. Just when everything seemed perfect, Emily announced she was pregnant. Instead of joy, John felt overwhelming suspicion. His mind raced with doubts. If he was infertile, then Emily must have cheated. The fear consumed him, and he began drinking, accusing Emily of betrayal, and even considered filing for divorce. Emily, devastated, swore she had never been unfaithful. Eventually, John forced himself to go back to the doctor, and the truth was revealed. He had never been infertile. Nicole had lied to him all those years, making him believe it was his fault while hiding her own inability to conceive. Realizing the depth of Nicole's deception, John was overcome with gratitude for Emily. He showered her with love, refused to let her lift a finger, and worked to erase every painful memory of his past. But Nicole wasn't done. Out of nowhere, she began calling him, begging for forgiveness, claiming she regretted everything. When he ignored her, she turned to Emily, sending threatening messages and demanding she leave John. Emily wasted no time. She took the evidence to the police. Law enforcement quickly stepped in, warning Nicole in no uncertain terms to stay away. Spooked by their intervention, she finally backed off for good. From that moment on, John finally found a happiness he had always longed for. No more lies, no more sleepless nights, just a future filled with real love and a family of his own. He knew, without a doubt, that he was better off than ever before.